Thank you. First of all, I want to congratulate Coach Long and his staff. What a great year. Unbelievable. Everything's going in the right direction. I was very touched by Paul Gordon's speech. That speech was given in 1977 or 78 by Charlie Kennedy, basically. A few years afterwards, they won a Big Ten title. And what you had to say really touched my heart in a lot of ways. I know you guys are in the right direction. That senior class will be remembered greatly by the University of Iowa. So, Paul, I really mean that. That was a super speech. I'm going to get this out of the way real quick and then get on to what we're here for. Obviously, I'm not coming back next year, so everything was about that. It's not a real surprise. I've had about 3 questions or 4 that are constantly asked by the alumni emails and everything else. What the heck's going on? I'm retiring basically because my old coach told me when you feel that you can't do the job the best for your student athletes, it's time to get out. And I know I've talked to my divers, they understand that, and they know the reasons why. And so that's why it's time. I'm old. I've coached 41 years, 37 at Iowa. I've had a lot of great experiences that most coaches will never have. Eastern Michigan, I was on an NCAA championship team. I was on a Big Ten twice championship team here with Coach Patton. Been at 2 Olympic Games. Had many Big Ten champions, many NCAA All-Americans. So my coaching career has been full of great experiences. And they were experiences, they're not accomplishments. The accomplishments go to my divers and go to the swimmers and the coaches that I was part of during that time. I was just really, believe me, just an average, normal coach that was very lucky to be in the right place at the right time. And was hired by Glenn Patton and Bump Elliott, and I'll never be able to thank them enough. The thing I'm proudest about, though, is I hopefully, with student athletes, most of them have graduated and done good things. And I've always been a believer, and my divers know this. Sometimes they say, well, why do you keep this diver or that diver? You got so many divers, et cetera, et cetera. My coach once told me at Maryland that 95% of the athletes need the sport they're in. The sport that they're in needs 5% of them. And all 100% need each other. And I've been a firm believer in that. So enough on that. We had a great year. It was a hard year. And I got my tonsils out in the middle of the year, which is, in my believe me, you don't want to do. And then after a week, I started bleeding, and I had to go in, and they had to do some other stuff. If it wasn't for Lisa Carlton, I don't know where we would have been. She did one heck of a job keeping things together for the couple of weeks that I wasn't there. And then when I came back, I don't even know if my doctors even understood what I was saying for about 3 weeks. So it was real hard for them, and I'm real proud of what they did. We had, for the first time, and we've had a lot of good teams, all 4 of our women scored at the Big Ten Championships, 4 out of 4. And 3 of them are coming back, so whoever's going to be coaching is going to have a pretty good team. And in our men, we had Oswald who scored in all 3 events and finaled on the 1 meter, and then Arson who finaled at the NCAA qualifying meet. So everybody's either they're freshmen or sophomores this year, except for my daughter. And the one thing I will regret is that I won't be able to coach them through their career, but I'll be watching very carefully. And like I told them, it'll be exciting because they're going to get somebody that's young, exciting, and full of energy. So I'm real pleased about that. So our award winners, the Lobby Lobdell Award, obviously is named after Wentworth Lobdell, who's a great friend of mine. First 3-time Big Ten champion in the conference. Would have probably made the Olympic team, but he had to have a ear operation before the Olympic trials. And that goes to Oswald McLean. Oswald? And the Nancilea Underwood Award. Nancilea, I believe, I'm glad the Penningtons are here, I believe received the first Pennington Award. And I know she was very, very, very proud of that. In fact, I think one of the things she's most proud of is that award, because I know from what the criteria is that she felt it really meant a lot to her. So, but Nancy Lee was 8th at the Olympic Games in 2008, and there'll always be a debate whether her or Abelman were our best divers, but personally, I've always thought it was Underwood. So the Underwood Award goes to my daughter, Veronica Ritz. Lady, she didn't receive